Well, guys, Shiba Inu has done it. It's exploded. It broke out in a big way. This is the exact move we've talked about for weeks now that we've been preparing for. And Shiba Inu now exists in a completely different zip code. And this is actually a very important move because this is what leads us to the next push towards not just a new cycle high, but a new all time high. And it may be happening faster than people realize. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I just have to say I appreciate everyone that stopped into the stream last night. We went live. We were talking about this while it was taking place, and luckily I got my voice back, so that's a good sign. But you guys can see that Shib just ran with vengeance. Again, this candle started at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time yesterday. And what's very crazy about this is this breakout started at that exact time standpoint we have been talking about. 224 days post halving is when alt season has began cycle after cycle after cycle. And this has been no different. Everything aligned perfectly. And because of those tokenomics, because of the fundamentals that have been strong for SHIB, long-term conviction, whale accumulation, removal of supply from exchanges, that is what allowed Shiba Inu to go on this breakout. Now, the interesting thing here is many people are going to be wondering is, are we about to continue this? Is SHIB about to continue pushing forward? And I will say that, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not from the future, but what I have to say is that supply shock has not hit this yet. Okay. Supply shock is going to be something that causes Shiba Inu to go on big surges again. We are living in an era now for Shiba Inu that we frankly haven't existed in before. And what I mean by that is we have over almost 1.45 million holders in terms of Shiba Inu, which is strong. So you're seeing good fundamental growth from that standpoint. And right now, these pumps that we're seeing in terms of Shiba Inu are actually sustainable pumps. And this is why we're seeing these floors get higher and higher and higher. People, think that these moves here are indications of strength in a negative way. They say, oh, yeah, this means that it's dead. This means that it's not doing anything. This means it's going to fall further. No, you're setting a floor. You're setting a foundation of support for these next legs up. For example, when we look at what Shiba Inu did back here in March, we experienced something very similar, which was excitement. We saw FOMO. We saw a very strong pump to the upside. But what we lacked along this way was support. You had people chasing liquidity, right? This is supply shock was very present in this point. It caused us to make this move, but then we dealt with a long period of consolidation as excitement cooled down, as activity was not as high. And that caused Shiba Inu to fall back all the way back to 4012, right? That's the thing. When you have very explosive, fast multiple X runs to the upside, you typically see outside of alt season, you typically see massive corrections back to the downside. And that's what we saw because everything cooled down. It wasn't exactly what we expected. We thought some things were a little bit different here, but it turned out it was one kind of blip in a similar cycle to what we've experienced in the past. So now what we've been doing is we've been slowly building back to this 4045, but we've been doing it with strength. We've been doing it with support. And this is the most important thing that Shiba Inu could do as an asset. That's what everybody needs to understand because now we have built back up to this level. We've broken through our break box, which is a very important thing. And Shib is now on this quest back to 405. But this isn't necessarily where this run stops. Okay. So every time Shib has made one of these breaks, it's ran like 30 to 40%. Okay. We have a little ways to go here to get to those levels. Basically, between 4035 and 4039 is that range where Shiba Inu could see some consolidation. All right. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice. That's just the math behind this. But the thing is if you start to see FOMO set in a much bigger way, because again, we're in the weekend, it's low activity, Shiba Inu volume has climbed again, which is obviously because Shib has done quite well. I'm gonna make this bigger just to really stress how nice of a pump this is. But if we start to see activity pick up as we get into the week, if you start to see the US wake up and start to chase some of these pumps, then you may see this run just run even faster, more explosive. Me personally, guys, I want a more tempered run here because we're just getting into alt season. We haven't seen the big flows of outside capital yet. But when that starts hitting, these moves are going to get bigger, faster. They're going to have less support. And we want support. We want strength in the charts, right? And what I will say is that, right now, meme coins are starting to tick up just a little bit. And I maybe want to talk about this in a different video. possibly a meme season at some point very shortly here. But you can see Brett doing well, Shiba Inu leading obviously the top meme coins in the space. But really, what we want to see is these start to run together to start gaining some ground. You guys can see we're doing almost as much volume as Dogecoin over the last 24 hours. So the point is guys, this run may not be over yet. We're seeing the right things take place. We're seeing a lot of excitement with Shib. We're seeing the supply shock start to set in a little bit, but it's just the beginning of something much bigger from here. That's what you need to know. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh yeah, as well. If you guys have not checked out Margex yet, definitely make sure to do so. Again, you guys know I've had these long positions open a while. Showed these again on stream last night. That one I opened up on the 17th, up 200%. The one I opened up all the way back on September 24th, that's up 900%. Again, if you guys do want to use leverage, it's actually a really good place to do it with. I've been using Margex since April. I've loved it. I've done quite a bit on there. I've had people ask about withdrawals. Withdrawals are super easy. They process them once a day. Yeah, I'm excited about what we're seeing. It's all happening at just the right time, and we'll see. This run may in fact continue for Shiba Inu as we get into the early part of the week. But have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.